Hi, I'm Gerry from Gerry's Craft Room, and this video is another collaboration with Susanne Rose this time. She's a dear friend and a very talented and lovely lady, and we are both going to show you gel printing techniques. I'm going to use shimmer powder on the gel plate to create some easy backgrounds with these highly pigmented mica powders. I'm going to use the Ranger gel plate in two sizes. I keep them in the storage tin, but you can keep them in the original package too. I have transparent drying texture paste, the mini brayer and the American Crafts silicone palette knife. I add a bit of the paste on the gel plate and the knife fits right on the pot to keep it out of the way when you don't need it. I add the powder on the plate by tapping on the bottle, and then I'm going to use the brayer to spread the color. I spread the paste and powder until I get a nice thin layer. I'm going to use my favorite flower stamps, and then I just press the stamps on the plate to make some marks. And I just fill up the plate with the stamp images. And then I take my cards and I'm going to make prints, and the shimmer of the powder is really gorgeous. I just keep pulling prints from the plate, only on part of the cards. I added a link to Susanne's channel in the description box for you for more gel printing inspiration, as well as the main products I used. You can find the full list of supplies on my blog, and if you're new here and you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. I try to pick up all the color until the plate is almost clean. I add some paste. You don't need much because you only want a thin layer. I spread the paste first this time, and then I'm going to add the powder to see if this makes a difference. And then I spread the color again with the brayer. I use the flower stamps again to make some marks. And then I'm going to pull some more prints, again on part of the cards. I really like this patchwork style prints. So again another color. And the layers are building up nicely, and you can see that you can use different colors that will match great. There was a bit too much paste on the plate, so I roll off the brayer and then take some of the paste off again by rolling on the plate and cleaning the brayer on a scrap piece of paper. Now I fill up the open spaces on my card. And here are the finished prints. I will turn them into cards further on. I'm going to make some more prints with only 2 colors this time. I roll off the excess on my scrap paper again. And I start making marks with the stamps. And I stamp the leaves also on a card with the color I pick up from the plate. And this is another way to use the mix from the plate and also to stamp with the shimmer powder. And then I'm going to make prints. I fill the card and layer the color. And you can see that this would work with even one color too, because the color deepens when you layer them, and that's pretty cool. I add some more paste to mix with the powder so I can fill the white on the card. Here you can see the gorgeous shimmer. Again, some powder and paste on the plate. And now I'm going to pull prints with the card I stamped the leaves on. And this is a fun effect as the leaves shine through. I add a bit more color so I can fill the card, and then I keep picking up the color until the plate is clean. And here are 2 more prints. And then for the last prints I'm going to add the numbers to my acrylic block, and I use a glue stick so they all stay in place. I now use the big plate so I can pull complete prints. And then I start making marks with the stamps. And I turn the block with each mark I make, so the numbers will be in all directions. Now clean the stamp on a card. If you want to pull a complete print, make sure to press on the whole card, and if you miss a part, add it back on the plate to pull the leftover color off. And now I fill up the cards with the leftover color. And here are the prints, and look at the amazing shimmer. The texture paste has not affected any of it if it's not enhanced a bit. And I'm going to turn them into cards. I cut the sentiment out of 2 cards, and for 1 card I tape the top part on the card first and measure with the die cut. And then I add some glue and tape it in place. I add the die cut back and keep it in place with an acrylic block, and then I add the bottom piece. And then I add the word in the middle. And another card in the same way with glitter card behind the word. I cut the circle word out of the print, and then I added the print to a white note card, and I did the same for the multicolor card, and I cut 2 more of the words and glued them together, and I added them a bit offset to the card on the circle word. And I made 2 more cards with the word hello in the same way. So here you have an easy and fun way to use shimmer powder on the gel plate. Now make sure to hop on over to Susanne Rose's channel to see more fun techniques. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and make sure to keep on crafting.